What is good, my quick crypto family and my coin factory family? We're back again with another daily Kaspa and crypto FOMO live stream, and we have some extremely huge announcements in today's stream. I just released a video on my channel, which I'm sure some of you have not seen just yet, because I uploaded literally about 10-20 minutes ago, covering parts of what I'm going to be talking about in today's stream as well. Some big announcements regarding Binance US. The thing they've been leaking for a long time has now come out, and we know what it is. It's not about Kaspa, but it is still very bullish for Kaspa, and I'm going to explain why. So we got Binance US updates. We've got obviously knowing that Coinbase perps are starting tomorrow with Kaspa, which is very bullish. Ultimately, a lot of big things coming for Kaspa, and also right now we are in the understanding, if you will, that there are currently 4 projects that are building smart contracts on Kaspa. Well, in actuality, it looks like there are 5. The KRI are doing their own thing. As always, if you enjoy these streams, so leave a like, share with your friends, and subscribe for more. We're doing this every single day, and we'll be back again same time tomorrow back again tomorrow. Times tend to deviate a little bit more. If you want to find when I go live, I will normally make an announcement in my community, links in the description, on my chat, and also meet your homepage as well. Welcome back everyone to the stream, and look forward to the tier 1 listing mania. The fact that right now Kaspa listing is closer than ever. What's up, my man? Welcome back to the stream, and everyone who's tuning in right now, hope you're all having a very good day. You too, Kryptoni, welcome back, my man. So we can see today Kaspa is now currently back above 10 cents, which is good to see. Currently valued at 10.5 cents, up roughly 2.83% on the daily time frame. Tau is up almost 10% on the daily time frame. That's off the back of Coinbase announcing that they are now officially listed Tau, which is quite good. A lot of people in my community aren't the happiest with Tau. They don't like the project, which is fair enough. For me, I do hold Tau purely because it is the top AI project, and I've seen a lot of very bullish announcements, to which I've disclosed to members who are part of the executive community that AI is going to be a very bullish industry going forward. And therefore, I think Tau could do very well. It's a very good thing to have at this stage in the market, when the market is due to rally up over the next coming months or so. So it's good for Tau. We'll probably come back to this a little bit later on as well. Of course, if you want to know more about the CF community, come join for free right now. It's only a 7-day free trial. You can find out everything else we're providing in there regarding alpha information ahead of time, regarding weekly live streams and whatnot, and trading alerts. Everything else I'm going to provide in there very soon. Links in the description, chat, and also on my YouTube homepage here as well. When I can actually copy this. KJI, what's up, my man? QC, the only cast news I listen to. Thanks a bunch. Here we go. I appreciate it very much, my man. Welcome back to the stream. Hopefully you enjoyed today's stream as well. Linux X, Pump, hello. When do you think the listing of Binance will happen? Very good question. Ultimately, we do not know. I do remember, and as I disclosed in my video that I released literally 50 minutes ago, it covered part of the live stream that happened with Cat Daddy Pump, the Kaspa channel, with Wolfie, and the interview with Wolfie. Wolfie basically disclosed that Binance are ready to list Kaspa. It's just whenever they deem it to be, efficient for them, ultimately. So it's when they want it to happen. But they are ready. I suspect what they're waiting for is bullish momentum, events catalyst, which I think there are so many coming up for Kaspa right now and in the crypto space, and also with this Binance US announcement, that the events catalyst and FOMO may be coming through very soon. I'm holding hope. We may see it in this month, still in February. If not, maybe this quarter, around 10 BPS again. We'll have to wait and see. What's up, Stu, man? Evening to you too, and all my fellow Kaspa block dogs. You know it. Bullish on Kaspa as always. So without further ado, we'll get into the first post of this stream. Firstly, I want to reiterate and highlight once more that Kaspa, despite its relatively lackluster price action, which has been the same for quite some time now, Kaspa still remains to be the most bullish project in the top 100 or top 10 on CoinMarketCap. Right now, it is at number 9, but it still remains the top 10, one of the most bullish projects on CoinMarketCap, which is the same website that Binance have ownership of. So it's a very big deal that Kaspa still remains one of the most bullish projects in this space, and it's also going to be a good indicator for the likes of Binance, for an indicator for them to be like, okay, you know what, we should probably be looking to list Kaspa very soon. Of course, when the time is right for them. What's up, Wing Hong? Do we have a shot over $4 this bull run? It's definitely possible, but obviously it does seemingly look unlikely. If you think about it and you're trying to compare it to other projects like Cardano made a 95 to $100 billion market cap. Kaspa, I'd like to believe, is better than Cardano, but at the same time, Cardano has the VC backing and whatnot as well, and that would mean Kaspa to reach $4 would be over a $100 billion market cap. It would be around a $110 billion market cap, give or take. So it basically comes down to whether you think Kaspa this cycle can surpass a $100 billion market cap, which for me, I don't think it's impossible, but I think it's quite unlikely right now, unless we get a December peak cycle and Kaspa releases smart contracts a little bit earlier as well, which does seem to be possible as well. As I highlighted in my video again, potentially we could see smart contracts coming in Q3 or Q2 or Q3 depending. Just to move more funds to get more Kaspa. I'm waiting on the Coinbase futures to see if it dumps. If it does, I'll hopefully hit my 250k Kaspa goal. That is massive, crypto normie. Hopefully you can reach it, my man. There is definitely a possibility we could see a pullback following the Coinbase perps. I'm inclined to believe it could be possible, but at the same time, the funny thing could be that Binance, being Coinbase's competitor, decided to issue a spot listing for Kaspa in and around that time, which means they can end up liquidating Coinbase and screwing them over. So we'll have to wait and see. Kaspa's still in a relatively undervalued level right now, and I still think we've got a good chance to see it rally up very, very soon. Welcome back, Free Breaker G2 and Bingo Bango, hashtag free Mr. Mars, you know it. He is currently still sleeping on the scheme of things. He's not been in the stream for some time, although saying that, I do stream a little bit early today, so he's probably not awake just yet. Welcome back, Mania to you too. Hello guys, we are one day closer to a parabolic phase for alts and our beloved Kaspa. Absolutely right. It's a matter of time, it's not a matter of if, matter of when. Right now the cycle's looking very, very bullish still. And Kaspa, again, still one of the most bullish projects in this space, according to CoinMarketCap, which is therefore according to Binance as well. Continuation though, we should already now know that the Binance Kaspa mining pool rewards have been distributed to the winners, which is good to see. About time, if you ask me, but it's better late than never, right? At least we finally got it out right now. A lot of people believed that this would cause a listing with Kaspa and Binance, which did not come to fruition, which I'm not too surprised. There was posts earlier on regarding the mining pool itself, which did state that it does not guarantee a listing on Binance. Of course, we thought the distribution period, the funding wallet would guarantee that. It didn't. Is what it is. Again, we have heard confirmation from Wolfie and many other people within the Kaspa community, Roy O'Neill and many more, who have stated that they are ready. It's just a matter of, timing it to their, when they want to, right? When the bullish momentum is there for Kaspa. One such catalyst could be tomorrow, because tomorrow we're going to see Coinbase add Kaspa and SPX perpetual futures, which therefore means we will end up seeing the ability to actually, leverage Kaspa on Coinbase, which is a very, very big deal, and a sign that momentum is now starting to switch to be a bit more bullish on crypto, and equally for Kaspa finally as well, as Coinbase have finally now acknowledged Kaspa and listed them. While not a spot trading, still a futures is a good step in the right direction. This comes out at 9:30 UTC AM tomorrow, so in the next 12-13 hours or so, give or take. So we're not far off seeing Kaspa futures. That could be a very parabolic time for Kaspa. Maybe we'll see a lot of volume going through Kaspa. Right now the volume for Kaspa is still very lackluster. 54 million 24-hour trading volume is not very high. Again, dominated by Gate, then MEXC, then Bybit, which is good to see Bybit consistently number 3 right now. I want to see a bit higher though. And then we see it also with LBAG down here as well. I'm sure the volume will rally up more so with all these major announcements. 10 BPS being very close smart contracts, gearing up more and more as well. And equally with this listing FOMO as well. So, in regards to all this, this FOMO, this mania, tier 1 listing mania, if you will, the title states. Obviously, yes, still bullish. Mining pool distribution should already been handed out by now. Coinbase perp tomorrow. And also we saw this post and a series of posts from Binance US actually, all talking about something's coming today. Something finally coming out today. You can see here, if you scroll down, on Binance US's website, we can see 3 days back to back, an hour clock, a token or a coin shape, and then a bell. 3 days back to back, talking about tone notifications. A big announcement coming today. Of course, us Kaspa Maxis thinking it's just around the distribution period, amongst other things. Maybe it is a Kaspa listing. Now, it's not, and this is also deterred by Super Duty here as well. Super Duty, who has very close ties to Binance US and also to Kaspa as well. He stated here, just know we have many Caspians in the United States Angels program who have been hounding Binance US about listing Kaspa, which they should be doing. Of course they should be doing. Binance have listed Kaspa perps for over a year. We have a mining pool for equally a very long time. when's the spot listing coming? So we've been hounding them as we should be doing. But Super Duty did highlight in response to this post here, I don't think this is a listing. They don't tease listings. They never do. They're very quiet about it. I so badly want to tell everybody, but I took an oath, and I'm faithful to that oath that I cannot say anything. He is legally obliged to not say what this announcement was, but he did give leaks. He didn't confirm it. He's legally not allowed to say what it was, but he did direct us in the right place. So at the end of the day, he just told us where to look. He didn't tell us what it is. We could have found this out ourselves if we did the research. This comes from the Kaspa Discord itself. The way he directed us was to this post here, this blog that happened on the 18th of December 2024. And I'm going to get into this post real quickly. But before, I want to highlight this post here from the Binance, from the Kaspa Discord server, where he basically just talks about the fact that he's on the front lines of Binance US, that Binance had their own agendas, and they are not obviously aggravating. They're listing memes and not Kaspa, but hopefully it'll come through very, very soon. And on a positive note, what is happening tomorrow, which is today, what the announcement that just come out, will bring us one step closer to a Kaspa listing. So the announcement that just been made today with Binance US has brought us one massive step closer to a Kaspa listing on Binance. And we're going to get into exactly what it is right now. This post also just talks about looking ahead for 2025, about their whole regulatory battle with the SEC for the last 2 years, about how, they were just mistreating them, the whole industry for that matter as well, and how they came out on top, which is great to hear. And then mention about the fact that what they're looking for, or at least what they're really focusing on right now, is to restore USD services, USD, US dollar services back to Binance to allow users to easily move money in and out of Binance. They hadn't had a date to confirmed, but it's a matter of if and not when. And that has been confirmed right now. So it's not a listing for Kaspa, of course, of Binance, but this is still extremely bullish towards the inevitability of Kaspa being listed on Binance US as well. So USD services now return to Binance US, which is a very, very big deal. Kaspa Server also talks about it here as well. I know everyone kept trying to push that Binance US announcement would have to do with Kaspa, but let's be realistic, no listing will ever be like that. Especially because, again, as Super Duty highlighted here, they don't ever tease listings. And that's also what Wolfie said. Wolfie stated as well, they don't talk about listings at all. They just, snap their fingers and do it if they want to do it. They're very quiet about it otherwise. So, in other news, Binance US opened up USD support again, which is very bullish long-term. When Kaspa support does come to Binance International, you can maybe expect Binance US to follow along with whatever listings they do, and now Americans have more places to get Kaspa in the future. Again, America is the biggest financial market in the world for a reason, and most of the money comes through America. Most of the stablecoins in this market are dollar-backed. So if American exchanges are able to list Kaspa more, so that will be more beneficial for Kaspa's price actually in the short term, and boot into the long term as well. That is, you get an OKX. OKX is still a very big listing, and I of course would love to see OKX. They do also fund the KF and therefore Kaspa as well. But the comparison between OKX and a big US exchange, which while Binance US is not as big as Binance itself, still the US branch is still big, that would be very bullish for Kaspa and the US audience as well. And I want to also highlight that again, so we haven't got Kaspa listing on Binance US, but it's still very big to see this USD service come back again. And also I want to highlight this roundtable, which took place on November 6th. So about, 3-4 months ago now, which I do also highlight in my video, but there are two sections in particular that I want to highlight, which I'm going to play and you can listen towards right now at the 5-20 minute mark and around the 20-minute mark, where they talk about the fact that potentially, and it's also why I believe that this announcement of USD being resumed on Binance US could potentially lead to an imminent Kaspa listing, because their battle with the SEC took 2 years, and in this roundtable, it was confirmed from Christian Ludwig that, or members of the Kaspa community or people who are close ties with them, confirmed that what these exchanges are waiting for is regulatory clarity. The SEC stopped them from wanting to list Kaspa, and they wanted to do it for a very, very long time. Listen very closely to this recording, and we'll get into some more parts in just a moment when I get to the right timestamp.
Knew it or not, there kind of was a crackdown on crypto innovation that's happened the past 2 years, and that's very much undeniable. And I think some people don't realize how much that holds back even fair launch decentralized projects like Kaspa. Um, for example, I was talking to a large United States exchange, not Kraken or Coinbase, but a very prominent one, and they essentially told me that they would like to list Kaspa, but they literally cannot list anything right now because of the chokehold that the SEC is putting on them.
So, as you heard, it wasn't Coinbase, it wasn't Kraken, but it was a prominent US exchange, whether that be Crypto.com, Gemini, Robinhood, although that one's unlikely, or maybe even Binance US. They wanted to list Kaspa. They wanted to, but they couldn't. They couldn't because the SEC was breathing down their neck. And now the SEC is being reformed. You've got a crypto task force coming out, and you have so many more, regulatory clarity and clear rules of the role being laid out as we speak. This will hopefully give Kaspa the incentive to be able to finally be listed on these projects. And to answer your question, my man, how can you believe the SEC stopped these exchanges from listing Kaspa but not these rubbish meme coins? Again, it's gonna be a bit of both, right? The SEC would have stopped these exchanges from listing projects in general, at least ones that had more, regulatory oversight, if you will. Don't get me wrong, the meme coins are rubbish, and I don't know why they've been listed in the first place. But again, the advantage those meme coins have over Kaspa is they will give these exchanges money or their tokens in general to get the listing. When Coinbase has announced Tau, it's most likely that Tau would have funded them some form of, tokens to get listed on the platform. There are very few, if any, projects in this space right now that are fair launch proof of works that these exchanges have to allocate the token holding themselves to be able to list a project. Then they're not used to that anymore. If ever have been, they normally get paid by the project to be listed on it. So to answer that question effectively, I do believe the SEC did stop these exchanges from listing projects, and definitely would have hindered Kaspa more so, because as highlighted at the beginning of this recording that I showcased to you, the SEC's regulatory by enforcement regime hindered fair launch decentralized projects more so like Kaspa, because again, when the SEC's reforming has been currently undergoing right now, these projects could have just been waiting for that key moment and be like, okay, cool, here's X amount of money, list our project. Kaspa, they can't do the same thing. And again, these exchanges, as I'm going to also hopefully highlight throughout the stream as well, they have enough Kaspa in allocation. Wolfie's confirmed that already. That Binance in particular, they have enough Kaspa. They're just waiting for the bullish momentum, the ideal time. If you're paid to list a project, you don't care if the project goes up or down in value. You'll be like, okay, cool, here's X million amount of pounds. Okay, thank you. Here's your SPX or your rubbish meme coin on our platform. If it goes down, so be it. We got paid for it anyways. But Kaspa don't do that. So what they want to do is list Kaspa when it's going to make them as much money as possible. The bullish momentum, they want to find the event catalyst going to keep them running up higher in value. The perps give them a means to keep accumulating more and more and making money off Kaspa in the time being. But when they list a spot, they want to make sure it makes them some serious gains. So that's why Binance will not be listing anytime soon. And I'm going to highlight again, actually, in this part on this here, around the 20-minute mark, where you hear, I believe it's Christian again, talk about the fact that, well, he has no confirmation or such. Oh, we have had confirmation since then from Wolfie, but he has speculated, which has been confirmed, that what these tier 1 exchanges are waiting for is just the bullish momentum, the event catalyst. Listen again very closely.
A little bit of a hindrance that Kaspa doesn't have this stockpile of pre-mined coins that they give away to exchanges. But the positive thing to that is, we're not getting dumped on each time we list. And if exchanges do want to list us, they need to accumulate their own supply. And it's been a very organic process. And I think the fruits of victory when we do get listed with larger layer ones is going to be victorious. And I do have a feeling that these smart players knew that crypto is going to kind of range into the election or perhaps go down. And I think a lot of these big exchanges either have Caspa integrated or close to it, or are doing due diligence, or many are just ready to press the buy button and purchase a little bit of liquidity. I think in my mind, and this is just an assumption, they may be waiting until right now or this past month to do that. And because they are purchasing that supply and it's not being given to them, I think they're going to want to list Caspa when there's bullish momentum in the market, as that will generate them the most fees and momentum.
So again, to get into the point, Art Zero, my man, it just comes down to when they deem the time is right. And I have seen enough evidence from key members in Caspa that support the claim that these tier ones are aware of Caspa. They either have enough Caspa or they are effectively ready. What they're now waiting for, as I keep reiterating, is event catalysts. Something that's going to generate enough bullish momentum for Caspa. You can see the volume spike up massively, and that'll be the so-called green light for these tier ones to be like, okay, now we want to continue that momentum and profit as much as possible and list Caspa. The meme tokens and the other tokens in the space can just pay their way because they have got CEOs, their pre-allocations, their ICO. They're not fair launch, they're not centralized. So every other project, 99% if not all other projects in this space, have that element behind it, the VC backing, which gives them that extra advantage over Caspa. That's what makes Caspa so infuriating, because it looks like its progression is slow, when actually, matter of fact, it's just organic. And yes, organic can be slow, but that also gives Caspa another element of legitness behind it. Because in the future, a lot of these projects are going to collapse. It's going to probably be a massive scandal of crypto. A lot of projects are not going to be fair launch. Well, not most aren't anyways, but you're going to see a lot of these projects just collapse and rug pull due to lack of regulatory clarity and to, illicit activities that are taking place. You're going to see a massive crackdown on crypto. But with Caspa being truly fair launched, the chances of, repercussions on Caspa is going to be much, much smaller, if at all, because it is completely decentralized, open source. You can trace back to any illicit doings with Caspa. The SEC waged a war on crypto for years, and that inherently also damaged Caspa's capability of getting on exchanges, especially the tier ones. There have been countless opportunities for Binance and other exchanges to list Caspa in the last 6, 7, 8 months. In this period here, there have been ample opportunities, good catalysts for Binance to list. I'm talking the election. We saw Caspa go from its low of not like 10 cents down here, running up to 18 cents. I'm talking the release of KRC20. I'm talking the release of KDAO. We saw like 500 million volume on those days. Those were event catalysts. You've seen ample opportunity for Binance to list Caspa. They haven't done it. Either they don't deem it to be the right time, or because they wanted to see a higher catalyst, or because the SEC simply was not properly reformed yet. The SEC I would argue that the SEC only properly reformed when Gary Gensler stepped down on the 20th of January. So it's only been a month since Trump took office and Gary Gensler stepped down. We've only had a month, and in that month period of time, we've not had any considerable catalysts that have incentivized the exchange to jump on board. The highest volume we've seen with Caspa in the past month was here, around 400 million, which is very, very big, and that was on the day of the crash. That's not the time you want to list Caspa on the day of a crash. So they need to find a good bullish momentum and good volume for Caspa to be the ideal time to list the project, if you will. And potentially tomorrow could be that day with Coinbase perps, but again, we could see some more downside behavior. We'll have to wait and see. But I'm still very bullish on Caspa. That doesn't change that fact. And I think the Binance US, USD coming back, is also a big catalyst that are incentive. That's a sign that the SEC's tyranny has effectively come to an end. That Binance is going to start rolling their developments out and their projects out more so as well, and that will also fast track the capability and the possibility of Caspa getting listed on Binance sooner than we expect. With all the event catalysts coming out soon, 10 BPS, smart contracts coming out very soon as well, and much more regarding crypto regulatory enforcement and whatnot, it's closer than ever before. Although Soapy Beans are making him lethargic. Yeah, apparently Mr. Mars is just not on it right now. He's probably got stuff going on, to be fair. I hope he does well and comes back soon. That's why it's important for them to list Kaspa at the right time, and they know that. No doubts they are in business to make money. Exactly, that's precisely what this whole point was about. The TLDR of what I just said is they are business. And because Kaspa's a fellow proof of work, they're not paid to list a project, therefore they have to care more about making money as possible. They can list Tau, and as good as that's been for Tau right now, Tau could collapse tomorrow. By the rumours, sell the news type thing, it could just collapse. I hope it doesn't, but it could. I don't think Tau will collapse. Tau might see some pullbacks, but because I imagine that Tau paid Coinbase to get on exchange, you could definitely end up seeing some pullbacks. Because they don't necessarily care as much about, because they didn't have to pay out their own pocket to get the tokens, like they're having to do with Kaspa. Coinbase perps are coming out tomorrow. They're gonna have to pay out their own pocket to get Kaspa in their balance sheet to then issue a spot listing. And they want to do it when the time is right so they can maximize their gains. The same way we all trying to get it when the price is low. Retail do that. Exchanges have a lot more influence on the markets. They don't list when the price is low. They list when the price is okay, but when the momentum is in a very bullish period that they can be that extra catalyst to send it 10x type thing. Of course, 10x for Kaspa would be insane, although unrealistic seeing Kaspa jump from 10 cents to $1 off the back of the Binance system would be insane, but I don't think that's possible. I think it'd rally up to that value in due time, but not off just the Binance listing alone. But they're looking for, again, a venture catalyst, and we've got a load coming through for Kaspa, some in the next few weeks, some, again, potentially tomorrow, and much more as well. Before I get to some of the big smart contract news and other stuff as well for Kaspa, I want to also highlight some of the FUD right on Kaspa right now regarding the hash rate. I will circle back to this stuff again later on, those who are joining a little bit later. But I want to cover some of the hash rate news as well. So the hash rate here, we saw, if you check out 2 minutes as well, we saw the hash rate earlier today drop considerably all the way down to below 1 EH. You've not seen below 1 EH for ages. For ages. Below 1 EH, you've not seen that since, I'd argue, back since October. So we saw a massive capitulation in the hash rate. And of course, with the proof of work project of Kaspa, hash rate is indicative of the value of the project, how well it's doing. So seeing the hash rate collapse is not a good thing at all. However, while I may have been concerned at the time, shout out to Cody and other members of the Kaspa community who are part of the CF community here. In case you want to find out more ahead of time, stuff like that, come check it out. We have our clarity, if you will, of what's happened, and it's not a cause for concern, really. So hash rate's come down very heavy. Hash rate went down to 990, all-time high of 1.59. And we can see here, the Kaspa hash rate fallen. Let me know you're still mining it. Corey here does state, I will always mine Kaspa. Now, of course, not every miner will share its incentive, but I like to believe it's quite a common thought process about the miners in the community. From what I've heard, it is. To me, switching off miners and choosing to mine anything else for short-term profitability is pointless. I know Kaspa has the most upside potential out of every other K-heavy hash coin. I would rather it cost me a bit now for much higher gains later. Why would anyone choose to mine another coin with Kaspa miners for a little more short-term profit? Is beyond me, when you can mine and stack the coin that is the huge future of finance and has a very bright future. Shout out to Cody for this again, the scoop. We confirmed that the reason why we saw this massive capitulation of hash rate is because Hero Miners has gone down, one of the bigger miners for Kaspa as well. The network came down heavily. You probably already are seeing a bit of a pullback anyways due to the mining pool of Binance coming to an end, but the significant crash we've just seen now is a result of Hero Miners collapsing and going down. So it's just a temporary thing. Hopefully it will be fixed very, very soon. We'll see the hash rate rally back up again, and in due time start making all-time highs. I'd like to believe in and around 10 bps you'll see a lot more miners jumping on board, because around 10 bps you end up seeing more blocks come out at the same time, meaning there'll be even more opportunities to mine blocks and make money. We've got a post here, well, from Dodged Lol Sander, who states that Kaspa is currently way undervalued relative to its network hash rate. So we can check out the double logged power law graph for Kaspa's price versus hash rate. The red dot shows where we are today, below the trend line and in the discount zone. So what it means, we can see this here. What it means, Kaspa hasn't been this undervalued compared to its network strength in a very long time. Why does it matter? Kaspa's the hash rate is equivalent to the network security and miner confidence. So again, that's why it's kind of worrying seeing the hash rate fall down so heavily. But in the long term, it's not a problem at all, because I believe it's going to come back, and we know the reason why. This therefore brings an opportunity. This is a time to accumulate Kaspa at a discount. Don't sleep on Kaspa. The data speaks for itself. After 3 years of data, Kaspa's price versus hash rate shows the R squared of 0.887. For comparison, Bitcoin's price versus hash rate after 8 years of data had a R squared of 0.879. So Bitcoin's price versus hash rate currently has an R squared of 0.943. Ultimately, Kaspa has better profit for it right now, is my understanding of this. And this is precisely, again, why I stay bullish on Kaspa. The listings will come in due time. The hash rate, while capitulating right now, is a temporary issue, I believe, and will come back very, very soon. The mining pool for Binance has been done already. The Binance USD is a great sign for Kaspa in its future listing, potentially very soon with Binance and Kaspa. Again, we could see it this month. I'm not ruling out the possibility, although we have to wait and see. Coinbase post come out tomorrow will be a very, very big deal. To my understanding as well, Marathon Digital Holdings is going to be announcing or releasing the next quarterly report, I think in the next week or so. If my information is correct, on the 26th of February, the next quarterly report come out, we should see more about Kaspa. We have seen a post recently that surfaced, I think, from Wolfie, which showcased him hand in hand, if you will, sitting buddy up with someone from Marathon. Yeah, here it is. It's from Marathon right here. I believe this is the right, I think it's the right image. Quickly just scroll down and check it out. But I saw it, yeah, so it says so. Kaspa plus Marathon equals American Dream. So yeah, quick pit stop to talk about Kaspa with my great pal Switch Talk of Marathon. So we know that they're still in buddy, we're still close ties with them, which is good to see. Of course, Marathon are still relatively quiet when talking about Kaspa, or they don't talk about Kaspa very often, but they do hold Kaspa, and I'm sure the next quarterly report that comes out next week will showcase how much they hold. If they hold more or less, time will tell. There's a lot more coming to Kaspa, of course, and the biggest factor for me is going to be the smart contract stuff. We're going to get into this thing here in a moment before I get into the big smart contract developments as well. Bingo Bangers at 50 likes, get to Mr. Miles a fresh can of American-made beans and enters you in the chance to win a 50 Kaspa. Well, apparently so, Bingo Banger. With the trolling, now Mr. Miles is not here, but as always, if you enjoy these streams, leave a like, share with your friends, and subscribe for more. You know the deal. Yeah, over $4 Kaspa again would make a lot of us millionaires. I'm hoping we could see it, but we have to wait and see. It really does depend. What do you think? How much time left to DCA Kaspa? I mean, for me, I'm going to be DCAing Kaspa effectively my whole life. Like, I'm going to be taking profit this cycle, and I'm going to DCA into the next cycle and continue doing that. So it argues, if you want to ask me how long till $1 Kaspa, then I could probably make an estimation of, like, I want to say maybe the next 5 months or so, which sounds like quite a ways away. But the reason why I say it is because you might see a gradual rise for Kaspa following 10 BPS and following listings, and then you'll see, hopefully therefore nearing the peak of the cycle, smart contracts being around the corner, and it will jump sharply up in value following all the FOMO and projects listing on top of Kaspa with KRI and everything else as well, and Negra Labs, and Kaspa EVM and Kasplex and Project Sparkle and whatnot. So for me, time to DCA Kaspa, it depends. I'm going to DCA Kaspa the rest of my life. But it depends on what value. If you want to stop DCAing Kaspa above $1, then maybe 5 months or so. Not financial advice. We'll have to wait and see. What's up, my man? Buffalo 3. Welcome back to the stream. Hope you're doing very, very well. Did we already go over the interview of the meme coin rug Paul Snipes? Don't think so. No, I didn't go over an interview with the meme coin rug Paul Snipes. I think I did repost it a little bit yesterday. I say a little bit. I think we repost something about it yesterday. Talking about the whole this whole thing here. So the biggest Solana scandal since FTX here, which we can go to a little bit right now. Actually, now we're talking about it. So ultimately, the founder has stepped down, and $200 million were drained from crypto. So here's how Meteora and Jupiter got caught in the Libra scam. So on Valentine's Day, February 14th, where Argentina's president tweeted about the official token, insiders bought in, they shot the price up to 4 billion, then it crashed hard. The total of $107 million was taken out of crypto, which is insane, which is absolutely nuts. Then Hayden Davis, the CEO of Kelsler, a fund coordinating company, was behind the Libra launch and advised President Javier, the Argentinian president. But this goes deeper. Evidence points to direct involvement from this crypto company here, from this company here. The founder of DeFi Tuna returned $30,000 to Kelsler and cut ties. This happened after Kelsler. I'm butchering his name, I apologize. But after he was exposed for market manipulation with Libra, Melina, and METM3. Motti also said the team, including Ben, helped influencers make money while the community lost. This is ultimately why Solana's gone through a massive correction. That's why in my community, while we do talk about trades and everything else as well, we took a step back from the degen trading, the Solana meme coin trading, because we did see we saw a lot of volatility and a lot of PvP happening. And after Trump launching his meme, and we saw a lot of other countries launching their country memes as well, we were a bit standoffish about it. And thankfully, we stopped doing that because, again, it's been catastrophic now. I think Solana will come back later on, but it's got a lot of issues right now. So, yeah, the whole thread here, I'll read. I think I already have retweeted it in my community, but if not, I'll do it again. This whole scandal with Solana, this whole PvP meme things. End of the day, this could have been a plan for the 1% to try and capitulate memes. But the way I personally view memes, while I'm not very bullish on them, the way I personally have seen people talk about memes and view memes is memes are a middle finger to governments and institutions who are just going to always try and focus for themselves. They try to do it already by screwing up with memes, and again, insider trader focus on themselves. But I believe there's a possibility that if people have the incentive to do so, which I think they will do, they'll cause memes to come back. Only the good ones, not all of them. A lot of them will probably die, because memes don't really have any real use case, but memes will come back, again, with a middle finger to institutions who are trying to destroy that part of the industry. But it's crazy to hear that. That's just how the space works. Unfortunately, the space become very, very centralized now, which is already proven on Coinbase. Coinbase's listing process now is asking for CEOs of companies and like how much total value lock they have. That's not indicative of a decentralized network like Kaspa. I'll be happy with $2. I would also be very happy with $2 as well. Just investing some dollars from paycheck to paycheck because I believe in this project. I also believe in the project as well. That's simply what I'm doing as well, DCing what I can. And again, the money I'm making through, the money I'm making through my trading and the information that I'm disclosing to people who are part of my community here, because we talk about trades in here as well. You know, and we're going to be talking about it more so again very soon. The trade, we're getting bring in another trader very soon, I believe. That's the plan at least right now. Making money through that as well. And the profits I make from that, I'm going to cycle back into Kaspa as well. When Kaspa 10BS official, 10BS Kaspa is not got a confirmed deadline, as in it's not like it's coming out on April 10th. Like, we haven't got a confirmed date. We do know that Kaspa said they got until pretty much the end of April. So we could see it come earlier or see it come in and around that time. So the dates that everyone's going by right now is May 1st. We'll see 10BS be official. We'll have to wait and see. You talk real fast. I know I do. I apologize. I need to learn to slow down. I do speak a little fast. I'll work on it, my man. I apologize. He talks so fast and he has these little bursts of words and I don't understand them, some of them. I'll try and slow down, my man. And thank you very much for letting me know. Again, I do want to try and make sure that my content is able to help everybody as much as they can do. And, you know, I understand some people joke about it, me speaking quick. Sometimes I speak quicker than I mean to. I'll try and slow it down for you, though. I apologize. But, yeah, no hard things at all. I'll try to do better. But, yes, this, I'll come back to a little bit later on. Very bullish. The roundtable here, equally just disclosing what we knew a few months back, which the SEC was, you know, just stopping crypto getting involved at all. And it's a problem, especially for Kaspa being decentralized as well. Also, talking about a lot of these exchanges already have Kaspa ready to list. They're just waiting for the bullish momentum, which is coming through right now. I like to believe Hashrate capitulated, but that's just a result of The hero miners going down. I'm sure it'll come back very soon. And the power law again just indicates that we have got a lot more coming to Kaspa very soon. And as Andrew J highlights here, first they ignore you, then they laugh at you, then they fight you, then they FOMO/join you. Kaspa is following the same path Bitcoin did in its early days with a market cap of $2.7 billion. Imagine the upside. For some perspective, Cardano ADA peaked at $95 to $100 billion market cap last cycle. What we've still got left to see for Kaspa: Crescendo hard fork, which is not far off now. Smart contracts, which again, potentially coming sooner than we think, and we're going to get into that in a moment. Tier 1 exchanges, which again, as I just highlighted from all this stuff here, this big announcement from Binance US could potentially cause a imminent listing for Kaspa, especially following the Coinbase perps as well happening tomorrow. You've got institutional accumulation. Marathon is part of that, and I'm sure the KR will also be part of that as well. Faster block stack innovation. More stuff like stablecoins and DAG Knight stuff coming out as well. Mining difficulty reset. And also global awareness expanding. Why Kaspa can meet or exceed Cardano's market cap from the last cycle. And it goes into a whole segment here about it as well. Ultimately, if Kaspa surpasses Cardano, that would put Kaspa above $4 or in around $4. I think $3.80. If it reaches the same market cap as Cardano did last cycle. I'm not saying it's impossible. I think Kaspa has the potential to do so, but it really does depend on the level of adoption, which Kaspa is. I mean, Cardano did get to its all-time high before smart contracts came out. So in hindsight, Kaspa could do the same thing, but the difference is Cardano had the VC stuff behind it to help get its price up higher earlier. Kaspa's not got the same thing. The benefit of this cycle is we've got institutional adoption, so we have more money in this space than before. That could help Kaspa rise up higher as a result, but we need to see the adoption still. That's what we're waiting for: developments and adoption, and the tier 1 listings that will come through to help the short-term price action as well. But smart contracts again will be big and potentially could help Kaspa rally higher sooner, because they may be coming out sooner than we expect. Christian Lubbock already highlighted there are 4 different smart contract development projects happening on Kaspa. Project Sparkle, which is being run by Crypto Aspect, Igra Labs, who has members who used to work for DAG Labs, Kaspa EVM, which I'm sure we're going to hear that we're going to see their team behind it very, very soon, and Casplex. You already know who Casplex is behind. They've got the support of OKX, got the support of CoinPal, and so on and so forth. So Kaspa EVM is one of them. They have recently announced their roadmap, to which, when looking through their roadmap, the moment they get started, their rougher estimated time at the very earliest would be 2 plus 4 plus 4 plus 2, so that is a total of 12 weeks, so that's 3 months. So the moment they get started, they believe it could take them 3 months from the initial start of planning to the full release and mainnet launch of smart contracts on Kaspa, which 3 months from now will put us in mid to late Q2. Of course, it does depend again, because they're waiting for funding, as I highlight at the top here. We're currently seeking out a funding partner such as the KEF to aid in the funding and development of the Kaspa EVM project. So they're waiting for funding right now, but the earliest time we can see it come out, the moment they get funding, is in 3 months. The latest, taking the longer estimate, so 3, 6, 6, 3, so 18 weeks, is about 5.5 months, which would put us in and around early Q3. So potentially, with Kaspa EVM, the moment they get funding, we could see smart contracts come for Kaspa as soon as Q2, if not Q3, which is good, considering that the market for me right now is looking like it's going to peak in and around late Q3, Q4, hopefully. Again, not confirmation. Information I've looked at and information I've disclosed to members of the part of the executive community here. Institutional documents and what they want seems to suggest we're going to see a later cycle top. We'll have to wait and see. But of course, again, Kaspa EVM is just one of them. You've got Igra, for example. Igra Labs, we saw this video from them of the first test L2 transaction on Igra. I have no idea what this is, but it's quick. So that in itself is quite interesting to see. And we already know they're going to be launching their testnet by the end of this quarter, with the idea of having a sort of mainnet launch in and around, I think, Q2, if not Q3 again. We saw, and we also do know, Kaspa Door made a post about this here, that Kaspa will be attending a crypto expo event in Europe on the 2nd to 3rd of March, which is 2 weeks away from now. You'll see Binance, Crypto.com, and Gate, and tons of other centralized exchanges and companies attending as sponsors and speakers. And there'll be some alpha information there as well. From what I have seen, from the Casplex team, who was meant to be the alpha people. I would like to believe that there's a possibility we see some updates regarding smart contracts from the Casplex team. We've seen it from Igor, we've seen it from Casper EVM, we haven't seen Casplex yet. So smart contract developments from Casplex team, and also stablecoin updates as well in 2 weeks' time. That could be very big and potentially an event catalyst. So those are 4 smart contracts coming on Casper, and then the 5th one is Casper KII. I haven't listened to this just yet, I plan to listen to it later on. But KII replies saying, we're happy to just listen to this great chat. The team are currently around a table working on the gigawatt stablecoin. We'd like to hear what the community has talking about. We build a proof of concept on another networks and are documenting the findings and how we can vastly improve and innovate using Casper as a primary network. So again, Gigawatt's being worked on, which is very good to hear. I know that industry clients are very, very bullish on Gigawatt as well. They do highlight here that this is one of the most geopolitical difficult stablecoins to build because of the scale and ambitions they want to achieve. They've got a lot of regulatory issues right now that hopefully going to overcome very soon. But Captain Sats asks here, which base rollup are you choosing to build on? You know, are you going to build your own L2, or they're going to be building on top of like Igor Labs, Casplex, Casper EVM, or Sparkle? And they're doing their own thing. So that means we've got 3 entities. Of course, KRI, they're doing it exclusively for their industry clients. We are industry facing, not crypto land facing. So it's not going to be exactly the same thing as what Igor Labs stuff are doing, but you've got 5 entities that are building smart contracts on Casper now. Casplex, Cas EVM, Igor Labs, and Project Sparkle, which is part of the more core team of Casper building that. And then you're going to have KRI, who are building their own thing to get their projects launched on top of Casper as well, which has Gigawatt, Warp Core, and all that stuff as well. So there's a lot of stuff coming to Casper very, very soon. And they highlight here as well, right now, obviously, you know, Elon Musk and Trump, they have the whole Doge, Department of Government Efficiency, where they're convincing Trump to go on an American blockchain for. So, you know, they're saying when Doge convinces Trump to go on an American blockchain for full transparency, which chain should they select? Right now, the top runners would be AVAX, Hedera, Sui, or XRP. That is fact right now. However, I believe they probably would choose one of them, but I hope in the future they'd switch to, as the KI highlights here, they're missing the one that can properly do it, which is Casper, because Casper has security and scalability whilst also being decentralized, and isn't a crypto company who can bribe and corrupt this way into the position, which is the truth of the matter. That's part of the reason why people right now don't like XRP, because they believe that XRP kind of bribed their way to get in government favor, which arguably did. I still hold XRP because I see the institutional adoption coming through, and despite that, you know, unease that I do have from that, the bag I have in it is very small, and it's a hedge my bets, and so far it's been profitable because I understood, you know, as much as, again, if I was so worried about the corrupt way of things, then I wouldn't have any money in banks at all. You know, I'd have it all in just paper. The whole world we live in is corrupt. You can either argue and fight it, which is what I'm kind of doing, what we're all kind of doing with Casper, or you can kind of roll the punches as well, understand that's where the money's going. I think Casper will end up making such a big name for itself that it cannot be ignored, and hopefully Casper will become an integral part of the future monetary system going forward as well with their developments. But I hedge my bets, and other projects that I've been talking about, and we're talking about more so in the near future, and equally disclosing to members a part of the executive community here from Hidden Gems, will highlight these other projects that I deem as potentially good investments. Again, not financial advice, my own personal belief, but potentially good investments to end up making more money in the cycle. So again, if you want to know more, you can come join for free. We've got a 7-day free trial. Come check it out. You can learn a lot more regarding weekly live streams from pro analysts to swing trading with, you know, leverage trading and whatnot, risk management, stuff like that. A lot more tutorials we put out as well. Hidden Gems, and when the meme coin stuff come back, Genius stuff come back, we can look into that as well. We made some big gains from those already in the past. 25x's, 7x's, 6x's. We had to take a step away from this whole PvP rubbish and scandal. But there's a lot we offer in there, and for me, at least personally, to help me build my conviction, the stuff I'm most excited about is the level of institutional adoption and the institutional research papers that we've been discovering about, which helps me build my conviction in projects that I'm holding like Casper, and also other projects that I'm looking towards like AI infrastructure projects as well and stuff like that. But again, if you want to know more about this, again, you can join for free right now. Links in the description, chat, also my homepage. and information that I covered in today's stream as well. While not all of it, a lot of it also covered in the video I released about an hour ago, so you can also go check that out as well. Link is, well, it's on my homepage right there. Go check that out as well. What's up, DD, my man? Hello, QC in chat. We will see about the possible listing, but I don't think we will be now. Of course, they want to make the money, but it might be better to wait for more favorable market conditions. That's precisely what I've been hearing. That's what we heard here from Christian Ludwig again. That these, and we've heard the same from Wolfie as well. That what we're hearing from these exchanges right now is that they have got Kaspa ready. They are ready right now. They're just simply waiting to list the projects for the bullish momentum, the event catalyst, and that could be tomorrow following Coinbase perps. That could be anytime soon. Now they got Kaspa. Yeah, now you got USD services back on Binance US. As again, what's it? Thingy Duty, Super Duty. A Super Duty highlights here. You know, he's on the front lines of Binance US. They have their own agenda. And it's aggravating they're not listing meme coins and not Kaspa, but they'll come to an end soon. And on a positive note, this USD announcement that just come out will bring us one step closer to a Kaspa listing. It's a matter of time. It's a matter of time, so I'm very, very optimistic about that. So again, that's why I highlighted in my post, while not a listing, it's a bullish step towards Kaspa getting listed on Binance and much, much more. Smart contracts are getting closer than ever before, which is very good to see. Kaspa's going to make a big name for itself in this industry and could see a very significant price rally. It could surpass Cardano. For me, I'm holding more conservative around $2 Kaspa, which is only a $50 billion market cap. I think that's more achievable. But the tides are turning for crypto in a whole. Nasdaq here has filed for changes to list Bitcoin index options. That's coming very, very soon. So we're still seeing bullish momentum come to this market. So yeah, the Kaspa's got the toughest challenge of all because it's fair launch. Every other product in this space, even ones that I do have bullish, I do see bullish money maker opportunity with, like XRP, like Tau, like XLM, like PYI, Vulcan Fortune, so on and so forth, SUI, C, like either one that they aren't fair launch like Kaspa, so I don't trust them as much. I see their technology as something that could make gains this cycle, and I've had my bets into some of them as well. Not all of them, but some of them I have. Kaspa has the disadvantage, but also the advantage of being decentralized. So it's harder for them to get listings, but it means that, it's better in the long term as well. It's more trustworthy, if you will. These developments are going to help getting more adoption to Kaspa. You might see some more pullback for Kaspa in the short term, which is going to be frustrating, of course, but in the long term, things still look up, in my personal belief. We've still got a lot more runs for Kaspa. 10 BPS, very close now. That would be a big, big market. I think that could be a big move for Kaspa. The Hashrate, while down, I'm sure we're going to see it make a rally back up again. We're already seeing it make a small comeback after dropping down to 900 here. Maybe make a bit of a comeback now, which is good to see. Hopefully it continues going up as well. Smart contracts will be a very big thing for Kaspa, and the KRI, hopefully, if they can weave their paws into the right industries and right spaces, which they're trying to do, but they're getting denied quite a lot. Again, I remember showcasing one of my previous streams. I made a post about Mika. Let me quickly load it up. I made a post about Mika because Mika's meant to be the European stablecoin regulation stuff. I made a post here. Did I actually? I didn't repost my post in my community because why would I? But this post here was from Mika, and I basically made a post retweeting that, which I basically just stated that the impacts of critical regulations such as Mika will be felt very heavily this year, which will enforce strict regulations, and that will help massively in maturing this market, allowing traders to flood in. However, there are some downsides to these strict regulations, as the KRI is highlighted here. The KRI highlighted here, the downside could be it could mess with decentralization, privacy, and freedom, which goes against everything crypto stands for. Those who are not compliant with these regulations will start to feel a vice close around their necks. Exchanges are already delisting stuff like USDT Tether, who are not compliant with Mika. That's the problem with this regulations coming through right now. There'll be benefits and also negatives. And while I haven't got it preloaded, there was a post of mine that I made a retweet to this, and KRI responded to me directly and confirmed that they have actually tried to attempt to get into these, regulatory policy meetings, if you will, In fact, there's a member from the Kaspa community, the ecosystem, who tried to get into this policy meeting that was open for everyone to join, and they were denied because they're not a crypto company, which is ridiculous. Because that's not meant to be the point of crypto. There's nothing decentralized about it. So hopefully the KI can make some big moves in this space and, shake it up, if you will. Kaspa's already doing that. What Kaspa's building, as Igor has highlighted already, is going to be very, very game-changing, and it's going to start stealing liquidity from other people in this space, because it's going to be interoperable with everything else and the best of all other technologies as well. And when institutions start to realize, and when institutions and retail start to realize that the approaches that these other proof of stake projects are using are just, variations of the same technological stack. They're just all terrible, and they're deadlocked by compromises made in terms of scalability, decentralization, and security. They'll realize that Kaspa can continue to level up and adopt more and more and just keep going up in price. Brian from Germany. I understand that some people do understand me, and that's fine. But I understand that I also do speak a little bit quickly, so I'll try and compensate for everybody here as much as I can. Again, I'm not remotely offended by any ways, but by the way, if people say I'm talking quickly, I know I do. I take criticism. Oh my gosh, criticism on the chin. I like hearing people tell me that I could do things better, because I want to improve more and more. Whether it be through my content, whether it be through how I conduct myself. That's what I try to do more and more. So, what do you think about Monad? Monad. I don't know what Monad is. If you're talking Murad, in regards to the guy who's talking about memes, stuff like that, then I don't have much of an opinion on him. If you're talking about Monad as a project, I'm guessing talking about this, and I have no idea, never heard of it before in my life. So yeah, I can't say much about it really. Jay talks at 100 TPS. Yeah, you know it. Speaking like I'm the Flash. Good afternoon to my favorite student. What's up, Kaspa Fog? You're doing very, very well. I did see your message on Twitter. Thank you very much, my man. I didn't respond to it. I will respond to it later on. But yes, welcome back, my man. Hope you're doing very, very well. If anything like this, if anything, this rocking with memes, will push proof of work like Kaspa, and push people away from crypto-centralized coins, in my opinion. There's a good chance of that. Yeah, I think this rug could definitely deter people away from the meme cycle. Ultimately, I think memes will come back, but it could definitely help out the utility tokens more so, rally quicker. I'm in Litecoin and Kaspa, both are closest things to actual currencies. I personally don't like Litecoin. That's just me personally. I'm not trying to fudge Litecoin. And just in regards to, Hashrate side of things, Kaspa's already got a faster Hashrate than Litecoin, so I just think Litecoin. I think Kaspa's. Again, I've got a maximalist mentality, so I think Kaspa's just one of the better projects in this space in general, and it'll prove itself. But Litecoin, in comparison to everything else in this space, is definitely one of the better ones, I'd argue. A lot of these projects in this space are not good because they are centralized, they are terrible, they are scams, if you will. If I was to choose one other than Kaspa and other than Bitcoin, Litecoin could be up there. But yeah, I'm holding right now other projects like XRP. I've got a little bit of Solana, but I did massively de-risk following the whole scandal stuff as well. Obviously Kaspa, Sui, C, and so on and so forth as well. Just buy Kaspa below 20 cents as much as you possibly can and hold until 2031 without watching. I promise a big surprise. That's also a way to do it as well. Just hold Kaspa, ignore all the FUD or all the noise, and just hold it for the long run. I can't wait that long though. Some people got different time frames, I'm sure. For me, I'm going to be waiting that long, but some people can wait a little bit longer. We'll have to wait and see. That's only 6 years away, but some people need the sooner returns, if you will, which is why for sooner returns, as much as I do think Kaspa will do very, very well, that's again why I hedge my bets, because much as I can hold Kaspa for a long time, but I do want to see some quick returns this cycle as well. So I've got other projects that I think are going to get quicker gains, whether it be the mini caps, the trading side of things, the DGen meme coin trading, or whether it be other projects like XRP, which has already made me, from 50 cents up to almost $3.50, so almost already maybe 7x. Do I trust these projects at all? Hell no. But do I see them as a way to make money? Potentially. So I've done my research, done my due diligence, and took the risk. And again, if you want to learn more about that stuff, which is again the stuff that I'm learning about this through institutional insight, trading, whatever that sort of stuff, if you want to learn more about it, you can come check out the CF community here. Come join for free right now. And, if you don't like it, again, that's you can buy me with cancel, but we can offer the service for free right now for a week, and hopefully it can be worth your while. I'm big on Kaspa. I see it as real money. So do I, and that's ultimately what this. There was a post made from Johnny as well in regards to this as well, and he basically just kind of stated that right now that also the premise of this expo event is to try and incentivize people and encourage people to actually use Kaspa as a currency to buy coffee, which is what it's meant to be used for, which is very good to see. Is there a debit card for paying with Kaspa? I'm not too sure right now, but if not, there will be one very, very soon. I'm sure Tangent, with their Tangent Pay with Visa, will hopefully do that very soon as well. So a lot of proof of stake is killing the project. Too many APY that people take away and use it to gamble in memes. Just buy Kaspa, hold for dear life, and live happy and rich. Couldn't say it better myself, man. I'm not big in this market. I just buy Kaspa until it hits 20 cents, and afterwards I'll put all my Kaspa in my cold wallet and don't watch it ever again in the market. Again, not a bad strategy, my man, until 2031. I don't think it's a bad thing at all. I think Kaspa's got a lot of RI in the years to come. And by 2031, the adoption in this institution, in this space, a lot of the information I've looked at, again, institutional documents from these research that I put into the community here, they do highlight that a lot of stuff is changing now and it's going to take more shape in 2030 as well, leading up to 2030. So by 2031, that could be a big time to shift in Kaspa as well. This is a very big project, I believe, as well. Are these exchanges that list perps futures? Are these the exchanges that list perps futures and never list spots? It's a good question. To my knowledge, there probably are, but it's very unlikely. Most exchanges that list perps do it, you know, in kind of to build accumulation, if you will. At least for Kaspa, something to build accumulation. But they normally do list spot in some point in the future. So to answer your question then, I guess in regards to Coinbase will, in my belief, list Kaspa spot later in the cycle when they got accumulation. Binance equally will do so as well. Just a matter of time, really. What's up, crypto go-to? Doing very, very well, my man. What's the reason why Kaspa can drop in price when it gets listed on Coinbase futures? Because Coinbase may list futures and decide to short Kaspa, which therefore means they may try and influence the market, because Coinbase is quite big, you know, a big exchange. If they decide they want to short Kaspa, the market may follow in suit. So they may decide everyone just to short Kaspa at the time to follow Coinbase. So it may go down, but it may not. Again, we'll have to wait and see. Talk faster is quick crypto for a reason, you know it. No, quick crypto. Originally, the name actually came out because partly because I talk quickly, but also because when I first started this channel, my videos were meant to be like 2-3 minutes long. So just quick content, and then there was something to talk about. I was like, I can't do it that short. I've got to do it in longer bursts. So I started doing 10-minute, 8-minute content, sometimes longer. But I mean, the video I just made was a 10-minute video. So, yeah. Bitcoin WK Stoch RSI almost reset daily already. Liquidity at 100,696 after 109,901, ready to harvest, but maybe a little dip to 92k. Wait and see, but I can see an up. Yeah, from what I've seen from traders that I follow and information that, you know, we kind of conduct and hopefully be presenting a lot more in the executive community here, does highlight that Bitcoin could see some more downside, but from the looks of things right now, looking like more of a potentially bullish trend, hopefully. So I want to say, not financial advice, worst case, 92k, and then we see it revert back up again. A lot of liquidity on Kaspa, around 16 cents. That would be huge if Kaspa can rally back up to there again. We'll have to see what happens tomorrow following Coinbase perp, potentially some more other catalysts as well that can lead to Binance listing as well, like the USD. Hopefully you get Binance listing on Kaspa very, very soon as well. Again, 2 weeks time we got this. That could also be a good catalyst for Kaspa, and much, much more coming to this market as well. TAI is my big player. I have heard of TAI. That's one actually I'm looking into as well right now. I might make a video on it very, very soon. AI, of course, being another big player. I want to look at TAI. I've heard a bit about it. I'm looking at Tau. I do like Desync. Desync is probably one of my bigger picks that I've mentioned a few times, but I'll probably make a video on it probably very soon, or an AI video that might talk about Desync as well. I think Desync's a very decent play. And it's come down quite a bit right now. Obviously I'm still up on it because I got into around 15 cents, but I think Desync's got a lot more upside in it in the cycle personally. 9 more likes plus a can of American baked beans, Mr. Mars, and a ton of 50 Kaspa. Yeah, I mean, yeah, as you do these streams again, leave a like, show you subscribe for more. Almost at the 50 like stage would be insane. Or if you just hit the like button, I'm out going to work, earn some money into investing in Kaspa. Thanks for the stream and have a good one. Welcome. I mean, thank you very much, Baba, my man. Hopefully you have a great day. Keep grinding, keep getting that knowledge, keep working, and yeah, we're all going to be well, I'm sure we're all going to make it. It's just a matter of remaining, don't be emotional, but logical, and keep following the money and keep doing our research. Again, if you want to know more, come check out the free community, where a lot of the information I had in here I've got ahead of time thanks to people in part of there who are constantly researching more and more. But if you want to be even more locked in, get institutional insight and much more, trades and everything else we provide in there, come check out the WAP as well. You can join for free as well. And yeah, with that being said, have a great day, everyone. Great day, good evening, and good night. I'm going to be finishing the stream today. If you enjoyed, leave a like, share, subscribe for more. If you want to, a lot of stuff will be here. I'll be retweeting as well on my Twitter. You can follow me in there as well. And yeah, Kaspa just got listed. Where? I know it got listed on. I know it just got listed on thingy on I know it got listed on Grove. Oh, I'm gonna have to follow that as well. I know it got listed on Grove, but I don't think it got listed on anything else just yet. But I mean, I'll be doing some more research anyways. Anyways, have a great day, good evening, good night.